Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video is going to be kind of chill but very informative. As you can see by the title, I really wanted to do a review on the new Fluidity collection with Morphe. So they came out with a whole bunch of stuff. They came out with two different primers. One is like for more oily skin, I forgot the name, but I got the one more for dry skin, which is the foundation primer, the revitalizer. So it came in this. I got the foundation and concealer, and they also came out with pressed powders, but I'm not really into pressed powders like that. But I'm gonna get more detailed as the video goes by. But yeah, I just bought the whole collection. I was so excited because if you watch all my videos, I love Morphe. They're one of my favorite brands ever. And yeah, so I was excited. So I was like, wow, now they have everything, like from lashes to primer to just everything you could think of, and I'm so proud. And yeah, this review is actually gonna be really different as well. So I'm gonna do half of my face, usually my dewy routine that I would use, and then the other side is just gonna be the whole Morphe collection. So I'm gonna get more in detail as the video goes by. And yeah, please do not forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed and it was helpful. And yeah, without further ado, let's get to the video. Alright, so like I mentioned, I picked up the whole Morphe collection. So I got the primer, the revitalizer primer. So it blurs and softens imperfections and still makes skin feel moisturized. Like that. That's what I love in a primer. It just blurs, but it also makes you look hydrating. So I was really into that. And I also picked up the foundation in the shade F260. I hope it matches me. It looks like it does. I hope. I'm like praying. It's so hard to pick online. So yeah. It's supposed to be a matte foundation. So, and full coverage. So they say you only need to use a little bit. It has 30 millimeters more fluid ounce. And the primer is really small actually. The primer has 0.67 fluid ounces, and I also picked up the concealer in the shade C2.15. Okay, so I got a lighter concealer shade because I do like to highlight. It looks like this. It looks like a clear glass, but it's actually plastic. These were all very affordable. The primer was $12, the concealer was $12, and the foundation was $18, which is great actually. I was so happy because of that, like I could afford it. So yeah, so one side I'm actually gonna do my whole face with the foundation and the primer and concealer. However, I'm gonna do one side usually how I would do my dewy routine. So let's say if I really want to wear a matte foundation but I do have dry skin and want to make it more dewy, that's what I'm gonna do on one side to see if it actually works. The routine I usually do, that I like to do because I do have dry skin and I like to have that dewy routine if I want to wear a matte foundation, because sometimes I like matte foundations. This is the way it makes your skin look. And then the other half I'm just gonna do the Morphe primer, foundation, and concealer just like that. So half is gonna be the review of just everything. The other half I'm gonna still use the same products but still doing more my usual routine, so it could be fair to see like how it will work, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna use the primer. So the primer is white. Picked up a little bit. I really moisturized. I moisturized before this, so it said it's matte, so I'm gonna use it on both sides. Oh my god, this feels amazing. This does feel like moisturizer. Oh my god, it smells good. Looking closer to see like, oh my god, it did blur like the middle. Wow, I'm impressed. It makes you look very hydrating and blurs the skin. Like what? Wow, I think I found a new favorite primer. That's what I love in a primer. It's just so hydrating and moisturizing, but it also like blurs your skin so you can have like that airbrush kind of look. Let's see, I don't know if you can see close, but wow, my skin looks great right now. So for foundation, I'm kind of nervous. Like I don't like not liking products. Like every product I purchase, I like want to love it so bad, which happens most of the time. But so it comes like a squeeze, which I'm not that into. So I'm just gonna do that much. Like I just squeezed one pump. Oh my god, that dries easily. Wow. Okay, so it matches me. That's great. That's awesome. Okay, so my skin is still looking dewy actually. Applying the foundation against the primer. So you can see, wow. What? So I'm not gonna spray my sponge at all with like any dewy products. I'm just gonna leave it like that because I think I'm gonna leave this side like the more middle. Okay. That is full coverage. You could tell it's a little matte. But it's not like a drawing matte. So you can see. Looks perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna do this side, the same routine. And I picked up a little more because I love full coverage. It's my favorite. So when they said they were coming out with a full coverage, I was like, oh my god, my favorite ever. So now I'm gonna spray this side with like usually my dewy stuff. I'm gonna use the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix spray. Oh, and spray my sponge. So it dries really fast. Like it dries fast. I don't even have to blend that much. This side. So yeah, this side, the primer did make it dewy, but it did mattify just a little bit more. As you can see, I'm gonna zoom in. You can see it's still a little dewy, but this side looks way more dewy here because of spray I put. So, wow. Oh my god. Just tell me which side you like better. I love seeing comments, but wow. It is a little bit darker, but I'm kind of glad it's darker because honestly, I'd rather pick up a darker foundation than a light foundation. But alright, so now I'm gonna apply a little more actually, just one more layer to see how it really looks. Okay, that definitely made it more full coverage. So I'm gonna spray this side, of course. This is my dewy side, the left side, and my right side is just the Morphe collection alone. Let's apply a little more on my forehead. Doesn't feel heavy at all either. Alright, so this side I'm gonna apply one more layer of the foundation and just not spray it at all, just. But of course my sponge is damp like always. Honestly, I like both sides, but I'm liking this side a little more. I don't know. I'll zoom it a little more out. So this one looks more fresh, but still full coverage. But like this side is a little more mattifying, but it still looks nice. I'm liking it. Alright, so now I'm gonna do the concealer. I'm gonna use the shade concealer in the shade 6215. Oh wow, I picked the perfect shade. Alright, so it applies really creamy. It looks very full coverage. Okay, I'm gonna blend this side without the spraying. But it's like a concealer makes such a big difference. Like, I'm actually gonna apply one more layer. Alright, so this side I'm gonna do the same routine, just blend it with a sponge. I mean, spray my sponge with the same spray. Alright, so here's the difference. This one looks way more like hydrating than this one. I feel, I don't know. Okay, so now I'm just gonna set my face with powder, see how it works. Obviously this side is my dewy, like I mentioned. I usually do my dewy routine. I'm always spraying between my creams because I feel like it makes it way more fresh but still for coverage. And this side, just gonna set it and do the rest of my face and leave it like that, and I'll be right back to finish off. And I am gonna do a wear test, so I'm gonna be back hours later to let you know how it all works for me. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I finished off my face off camera. As you can see, one thing, it is a little bit darker than my neck, but I could just blend it down, doesn't really matter. I did apply powder, so when I want more mattifying, I do apply like loose powder all over this side, and then this side I just apply powder down here and on my forehead. That's really much it. I don't apply like here. However, my highlights, everything went well. My highlights, I don't know, it's looking a little gray. I don't know if because the two colors mixed. I did the sleek highlights, which is a white highlight, so I don't know if it's mixing in with the dark foundation or and then when I applied my master chrome one, which is more of a golden one, it did look better. But I don't know if it's because the colors, because it did happen to me once, so a highlight looked darker for some reason. I don't know why, especially with this highlight when it's the white highlight. I don't know if it's like mixing in with the color of the foundation, making it gray looking. But this side looks way better with the highlights. I don't know what made a difference. Honestly, don't know. You can see this side looks perfectly fine, and then this side looks a little bit gray. So I don't know. Overall, it does look good. Like, it looks really good actually. My skin looks smooth. It looks. The only thing I'm seeing is a little like settling into my skin, like right here, but that's kind of usual for me, like right there. But it's not crazy. It doesn't look bad at all. Zoom in again. So yeah, my phone, it looks pretty good actually, like really good. It looks natural looking, doesn't feel heavy, like it feels good. The concealer did, on the matte side, it did like crease a little bit than the other side, as you can see. It did crease more than this side. Yeah, but it doesn't look too bad. Like, there's a little bit of creasing in my under eyes. I mean, that's usual for me, and honestly, like, everything is good, just the highlight that's really bothering me. But overall, it doesn't look bad at all. Honestly, like, I actually like this foundation. It's really good. It's a little too matte, honestly. Like, this side I did my dewy side and I sprayed, and it still looks a little matte, but doesn't look like a dry matte. And then this side, it is matte. I mean, it does, overall doesn't look bad at all. It is a little too matte though. I'm gonna have to mix it with more like glowy stuff if I want to use it, because the foundation finish, the formula is awesome and make my skin look real smooth. However, it is a little too matte. But yeah, I am gonna come back with how it looks over the hours, like during the day, the rest of the day, to see how it looked the whole day. And yeah, I'll be right back to do wear test. Yeah, and yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, so I forgot to mention that I did spray half of my face with the illuminating fixing spray. So after I applied all my products, I sprayed it on this side of the face because this is my dewy routine that I wanted to do. And I sprayed my other half of the face with the same, the Makeup Revolution Sports Fix spray on this side, because the spray is more for like anybody could use, but this one's like a little more illuminating, so that's why I sprayed it differently. Yeah, let's see how it looks later. Be right back. Okay. Alright, so it's been, I finished my makeup maybe around 5 something, and right now it's currently 8:10, as you can see. I've been looking at myself all day in the mirror. This foundation is so good, like honestly, like it's perfect. Honestly, it's great. The only problem, okay, so I'm gonna list some pros and cons. First, I'm gonna start with the pros. Honestly, the pros, it looks very smooth on my skin. It didn't emphasize anything, like my texture. Like I only have a little bit of texture, like here maybe. It didn't emphasize it at all. It didn't make me, like I look matte, but it's not like a chalky matte where it looks like really matte. But it looks like a beautiful, like airbrush matte, you know what I mean? So you can see, like, honestly, look, my skin looks great. Like, I have no issues. And the cons, I would say, it did, like, settle my wrinkles, like my fine lines are here a little bit. But it's typical for me. Like, it's not that bad, like where it's just like looks cakey. And my pores look fine. My pores look a little bit big, but only if you really look like into it, but it's not huge at all. Like, it still looks very smooth and nice. Honestly, I feel like this foundation will be such a great foundation to set itself. Not really, you don't really need powder like that. Like, honestly, I feel like you just need powder where you really crease at. That's pretty much it, because it is so self-setting. Like, as I'm feeling my skin right now, it feels so smooth, but it feels a little dry. Like, you could feel like the powder. Like, when I first, after I finished my makeup, it did feel like a little tight here, but I feel like it was because the powder, I feel like I did put a little bit too much. So definitely I would use less powder. But I feel like this foundation is best for like combo and oily skin and normal skin. I have normal to dry skin, so I feel like my skin is pretty normal, but it could tend to get a little dry if I don't exfoliate after a while. But other than that, I like it a lot actually. Like, in the concealer, it did not crease on me. Like, only a little tiny bit, not really much. Like, very full coverage. Doesn't look too drying. It looks really good. Like, I love the way it made my skin look. The concealer, it's not that matte. It doesn't feel like nothing feels heavy, and I feel like the primer and everything just helped them look a little less matte. Cause I feel like I've never been this matte before, because I mean, I'm not used to being this matte, but it doesn't look bad. Like, I'm actually like feeling this matte look. I like it. Overall, if I was to give this whole collection a grade, honestly, I would give it maybe a B+. I wouldn't give it an A because I feel like I had to test it more with like more glowy stuff and dewy stuff. But if I was to like do more, like maybe mix the foundation with like glow drops or like spray more like illuminating stuff, it would be perfect. Honestly, I would love it so much. I think I'll give it an A. But right now it's a B+ because it is a little mattifying, which I'm not that used to, but I feel like I have to wear it more. So yeah, I'll definitely give it a B+. Like, everything was great. The primer, the foundation, the concealer. Honestly, I had no issues with it. Like, my pores look fine. My fine lines don't look that bad. Like, only a little bit. The only thing else I'm gonna say is the highlights. does sit on the skin a little bit because it is mattifying the foundation, so it's the only issue I have. I feel like I would have to use like a darker highlighter, and yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I wanted to cut down the wear test because I have a busy day tomorrow and I'm kind of tired, so I did the longest 3-hour wear test. That's the most I can do, but I'll definitely be more active on social media. Like, I will definitely wear this in more videos, tutorials, my Snapchat, Instagram. So just make sure to follow me on my social, the link down below. And please don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up. And if you like more reviews, more videos like this, and turn on the notification bell so every time I upload you're notified. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.